Just when we thought that the viral street fight incident involving Chrisean couldn't get worse, we get more footage from what happened. Alternate camera angles caught Crazy aggressively dragging the woman linked to both Jaydin Alexiz and Neveah out into the pavement and mercilessly going to work on her, leaving fans horrified as the crowd screamed warnings about pregnancy. Then, more embarrassing, separate footage hit the internet showing Blueface squaring up with a guy. In addition, Chrisean is now allegedly staring down major civil lawsuits and risking the cancellation of multi-million-dollar boxing deals because she isn't even allowed to fight outside of matches because her hands are registered. And Jaydin is clowning the entire situation and exposing the relationship she has with Blue. We probably will keep seeing them two link back up in sporadic moments because that's his plug when he need his little fix, because when he go, what's her name? He coming down through withdrawals. Why do you think that man threw up all over the mirror? You think that was just alcohol? He drinks every night, man. He's trying to do all that for his PO and no, cut it. Cut it. It's that withdrawal when he goes over there and he's like, oh, I need you, boo. I need you. I love you so much. He don't love you. He don't want you. He want you to bring that. You talking about he loves me the most. This and, oh no. Okay, I hope so. Guys, it's been crazy. But did Chrisean just permanently destroy her professional boxing trajectory for a petty street fight? Was this entire brawl a calculated setup by Jaydin or Neveah's circle to force Chrisean into a massive lawsuit? And most importantly, will Blueface ever stop dragging every woman in his circle directly into the gutter? Because this is seriously getting way out of hand. Okay, look. Everybody and their mama knows Chrisean is not the 1, the 2, or the 3 to be messing with when it comes to throwing hands. Homegirl literally built her entire legacy on swinging first and asking questions never. From losing a front tooth on Blue Girls Club to running through girls on baddies, fighting is practically her primary form of communication. She's turned catching fades into a full-blown sport, to the point where she's literally stepping into the ring as a licensed pro boxer. So whenever someone voluntarily steps up to challenge Chrisean to a street brawl, you got to wonder what kind of air they're breathing. Because they are straight up delusional, trying to square up with her in these streets isn't just taking a risk, it's a fast-track ticket to getting laid out on camera for the whole internet to laugh at. So honestly, if that other girl thought she was going to be the one to change that narrative, she was out of her absolute mind. Baby, she got a whopping enough to last her a lifetime. And it's the fact that there were people in the video telling Chrisean to be careful because the other girl is pregnant. Why is a heavily pregnant woman anywhere near a street fight with a known heavyweight like Chrisean in the first place? And an even bigger question, once she hears that, why is the instinct not to immediately back up, step away, and de-escalate? Literally, one bad fall or one wrong-landed blow could have turned that mess into an absolute tragedy in half a second. Also, why were people just filming and doing absolutely nothing about it? The fact that everybody on scene was treating a high-risk pregnancy like just another referee warning in a viral street fight proves that clout and chaos have completely taken over everybody's home training and basic human instinct. Well, for me, it was the audacity for that other girl to go live and say she didn't get hit and she has no scratches on her face. Hey y'all, what, I got beat up? No black eyes. I have mascara on. I have no knots. Y'all keep talking about a knot. It's my head. I have no knot on my head, y'all. It's crazy. It's not busted. I bent my lip, 'cause if it was busted, it would be like a split. So my hair is crunchy. But girl, you know we all watched the video of you getting mopped, right? Anyway, just when you thought this whole saga couldn't get any more chaotic, the internet sleuths went ahead and pulled the actual receipts. Photos started popping up showing this girl hanging out and taking pictures with none other than Jaydin Alexiz. And now people are claiming Jaydin low-key sent her on a proxy mission to crash out on Chrisean. I mean, it's crazy, but if Jaydin did set this up, what was the actual endgame here? Sending someone into the ring against a trained boxer who literally fights for a living is practically setting your own friend up to get turned into a viral meme. However, if this girl chose to step up to Chrisean all on her own just to score points for her circle, it raises an even bigger question. Why are people out here risking their personal safety, their health and their sanity for somebody else's baby daddy rivalry? Clearly, the level of clout chasing in this circle has gotten so completely out of hand that people are treating street brawls like a team sport, and nobody seems to care who gets hurt in the process. Soon after this, Chrisean was quick to jump on live, claiming self-defense, telling everybody the other girl swung first and she was just standing her ground. The reason why I'm really making this post, everybody's so concerned about me defending myself, but I do want to take accountability for defending myself. But I see y'all September 19th, get your tickets, they're selling out. For the ones that's concerned, thanks for being concerned. However, as soon as the other camera angles hit the internet, that narrative completely changed. 'Cause the second video shows Chrisean literally dragging the girl out into the street and doing an absolute number on her while she's down on the pavement. So it's possible it was not self-defense. And this is where things get legally and financially terrifying for her. See, claiming she hit me first doesn't hold up in court when video evidence shows you escalating, pulling someone into the street, and continuing a beatdown long after the initial threat was gone. And if this girl suffered any actual injuries, or worse, pregnancy complications, Chrisean is looking at a massive civil lawsuit. The other thing is that Chrisean has been trying so hard to pivot into legitimate, high-paying celebrity boxing, training with top-tier coaches and getting signed to promotional deals. But legit sports leagues and fight promotions have zero-tolerance policies for unsanctioned street brawls, especially when an opponent is dragged onto the street. Brands and athletic sponsors do not want their logos attached to a liability who could catch a fresh felony indictment or get sued into oblivion mid-fight camp. Honestly, that might be the exact trap this girl was laying all along. If she really is Jaydyn's friend, she didn't even need to win the fight. All she had to do was step up, take a few hits on camera, let Chrisean crash out, and collect the payout. And by pulling her into the street, Chrisean played right into their hand. There are already rumors that she has lost a massive multi-million-dollar bag she was slated to secure as she tried to transition into legitimate high-profile celebrity boxing. And guess what? Jaydyn Alexiz is reportedly sitting back eating popcorn and clowning the whole situation behind the scenes. By the way, there have also been other reports that the woman involved in the street brawl is tied to Neveah as well. At this point, you really have to question the whole dynamic and why all these women are constantly putting themselves on the line for one man. If you ask me, I think what Chrisean needs is to get away from Blueface. Literally every single time she starts making real moves, getting in the gym, landing legit deals, building an actual career outside of the drama, Blueface pops back up in the frame, and it's an immediate downward spiral right back into the gutter. In that video, while girls are getting dragged onto asphalt and health is being put on the line, Blueface is standing shirtless on the sidelines with his phone out, cheering, laughing, and treating the whole thing like free entertainment for his brand. Like Blue is cheering on her downfall while she's the one facing real-world consequences, losing millions in brand deals, potential lawsuits, and serious criminal charges. And it's not the first time he has embarrassed her in the last few days. Recently, Chrisean was even saying that Blueface was asking her for pictures while Neveah was giving birth to his child. Can you believe that? Neveah is literally in a hospital bed doing the hardest physical work a woman can do. And instead of being present and giving her his full attention, he's texting Chrisean asking for photos. This is literally the most calculated level of emotional manipulation, meant to keep both women constantly anxious, competing, and off balance. And him pulling up to Neveah's baby shower with Chrisean, he deliberately injected her straight into that environment, knowing the tension it would cause. The truth of the matter is that Blueface doesn't love, respect, or care about protecting any of them. Not Chrisean, not Neveah, and not Jaydyn. They are all just props for his timeline, and until they realize he feeds off their humiliation, they're going to keep sacrificing their peace, their bags, and their dignity for a man who views their drama as nothing more than cheap entertainment. Speaking of Blueface, like I said, more footage from that evening made its way to the internet, and now it puts him in a negative light, 'cause in yet another viral clip, he squares up with someone only to get punched so hard he falls over. He eventually got up and went after the man who struck him. But this just goes to show how chaotic that night was. Personally, I feel sorry for Chrisean, 'cause watching her throw